So about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I went to Walmart because I needed some food and some water. So I was standing on the line, right? And by the time I reached the cash register, I was the only one like standing there waiting for the cashier to finish doing what he's doing. He was doing something. I think he was organizing everything right in front of him, and he was speaking to this Hispanic couple, and they had a kid, and they were just standing there for the longest while, really long time. Like, what is going on here? Talking to the cashier. So by the time I finish with everything, all the groceries are packed up in my cart. The cashier asked me, you know, about the receipt. He's asking me for the payment. Hey, do you want the card or you want it in cash? I use my card, and I also had to give him some cash. Then, as soon as I started counting my money to give to the cashier, all of a sudden, the couple decided to go around me. And the gentleman, there was the man, Hispanic man, he's asking, he's saying something to me. He's telling me, sir, caught, you're caught. And I'm counting my money. All of a sudden, I decided to start counting my money. Is when he decided to go around me, you know, and he's distracting me from being able to count the exact money that I need to give to the cashier. I'm trying to count how much I need to give to the cashier, and he's distracting me. Yes, and it happened at the right time. This shows me that the gentleman, right, and his wife, and they're on auto set. The program simulated them to behave that way at that time and place to distract me from from counting my money, and also to leave a residue of confusion in my mind, so I wouldn't know what's going on because I'm so busy counting my money. I'm not actually I'm not completely paying attention to the couple, and you know that they're gonna go around me. This is the first time I experienced anything like this in Walmart. Why not that I never had experienced anything like this before. Now for Burlington, so I usually do live streams, right? Like I always do live streams on when I get to Burlington. I always have my live. I always put on my camera and I start up my YouTube and I say, hey, I'm gonna do some shopping at Burlington. So all of a sudden, this was what, December? No, it wasn't December. It was around February, January, February of around January, February of 2024. So I remember I was standing in a long line. The line is really, really long, right? And I'm right here, standing right here. So I'm standing right here. I'm just using this picture as an example. And it was this couple. It was one African guy and one Guyanese lady. So I'm not too sure whether or not if they're in a line. Though I just went, I think the way I'm seeing it, they're not on the line. Being on the line, they're actually behind somebody. They're not. They're actually somewhere else. They're somewhere else looking around for the products. And then when I asked them, when one of them said that they're online, I said, "Are you really online?" So they waited online with me, because they were all standing in line, and also the rest of the people for 35 minutes. By the time by the time they reach the end of the line, right, where the cashier is gonna call them, because there's a number. You see here, right there, the screen here, it shows them the number uh, to what cashier to go to. Hey, number 7, you go to cash register number 7 or 8. The number, it shows you the number tells it would speak. So they're up next, and as soon as yeah, the cashier is about to call them, but they left. They just put back their products. So I'm saying to myself, why is it? Why would they wait 35 minutes on a long line like this? How would I know? How would I know the time? I was on my smartphone and I was looking at the time. How? Why would they wait 35 minutes in a line with me and everybody else just to actually not get anything? So it's looking pretty weird, and it's looking really obvious that the program, right, the multi-agent program, it made sure to put these couples there to actually direct a message, or you could say indirect message because it's physical contact. Direct message is like they're not really communicating. They're not communicating with me physically at all. Like one-on-one conversation, they're not doing that. But this one is indirect, so they're physically interacting with me, saying that they're on the line and they're standing right by me. And by the time he's in the line, they're just leaving. And I'm looking at them leaving the store, and I'm like, what the hell? Some weird stuff. I think I was buying. I think I was buying a hair clipper because I cut my own hair. I saw a cheap hair clipper for $20. And that weirded me out. That really creeped me out. So a week ago, so what, today's September 15th, 2024. A week ago, I went to Burlington and there's a long line. I think it was a Thursday. Was it Thursday a week ago? A week ago. Well, was it a few days ago? A few days ago, actually. And the line is really long. And I see these two young African American girls, one 4 years old, one like 7 years old, just standing in front of me without no card. And they're standing in the line. Really, really long line. The line is past, it's all the way to the end. All the way. Oh, you see this is a line? Oh, there's another line. Way at the end near to the shoe section. So it was right. I noticed that there was a guy behind me, standing behind me, and other people standing behind me, and the kids. The line is moving, and the kids are also moving with the line. But I'm not too sure whether or not. And this is repeating from the same scenario from the January February of 2024 with the couple. Not they're not really on the line at that time, and they're looking at products. And if they were on the line, they would be standing on the line, right behind someone. And they at that time they were not standing behind anybody. They were not standing behind. They were just looking around at the products, just standing there for the longest while. And it's just like Walmart, how the, the person, the couple, is just standing talking to the cashier, just standing there for like 10, talking to the cashier for like 10 minutes, as well as the couple here, January February 2024. They're standing there for the longest while, just looking at the products. Now for the two young African Americans, the little girls, they're just playing around, they're just going in circles. So I wasn't really too sure what's going on. So I just went in front of them, because the line is moving, and they're not really moving with the line. So there was a guy behind me, as I said earlier. He said, "Hey, they're on the line." Figured airplane. Sorry about that. I live next to JFK Airport. But anyway, the guy is behind the line. I mean, the guy, right? He's behind me on the line, and I'm thinking to myself, wait, why is he telling me that they're on the line, right? And then he's telling the kids, the two young kids, their children, hey, you need to talk up for yourselves. And then I start thinking to myself, wait, if he know that maybe it's their father or their relatives. Why is it that they're why is it that the guy is leaving the kids alone if he knows them? Isn't he supposed to be on the line with them? He's supposed to be on line with them. What's going on? Something doesn't make sense. It's like he's waiting behind me, waiting for me to do something without being self-aware of it. It's as if his mind is tasked to actually wait for me to actually walk in front of those two kids so he can say something. It's like a bait, like bait. Like they were used as bait to actually get get me to say that there's something wrong with my behavior, right? That my behavior is inappropriate because I walked in front of those two kids because they're not really moving. And if he, if he's so, if it was his kids, right? And I'm just trying to figure it out, he would be standing in line with them. And then after I start thinking that way, he stood in line with them. And then by as soon as we get up, at least because I'm not talking about this line. There's another line. As soon as the line starts to reach around here, is when he decided to leave the line. And it's just like the African and Guyanese couple. They're together. They end up leaving the line. Leaving as soon as the cashier is about to call them. And that's what the two girls, young African American girls, and their father. That to me, that's their father. They all end up leaving the line. It's quite weird. And they didn't have no card or anything. Like, why are they waiting on the line? Everybody else, they all have a cart, or they're holding their products, and he's not even holding any item in his hands, and neither are the little young kids. So that's when I'm sitting down, thinking to myself, something isn't right. The hell is what the heck is going on here? And it's been like this for what since I mentioned about June 18th on the other video, right? June 18th, 2024, the Tuesday, about the Asian lady, right? And then I also talked about June 26th, 2024, with the numbers. So yeah, since these changes happen in my environment, now it's happening outside of my home environment. These changes, and I have more to say about the Walmart. So as soon as I left, because that's why I usually try to correspond, show them how to correspond with one another, their behaviors. That's what I noticed. They coordinate. The way they behave is it coordinates. It's like the time and events. Their behavior reflects on the time and events. And some of their behaviors really mismatch. It doesn't match the time and place. Just really out of sync. So as soon as I left, the couple said, "Sir, your car is in the way." And I'm like, "What the heck?" And I received my cash from the cashier. They gave me back the money. I had to stand on another line. And I'm standing online, and then this Arabian guy said, "Sir," and I'm like, "Wait, you're supposed to be waiting in the same line as me, so why are you, addressing me as sir? Hey, I'm gonna go on. What is going on?" And then another lady did, "Sir." Now, there's another thing that's going on. A week ago, the Haitian lady that moved here on February 7th, the week of February 7th, 2024, she's she came out at the same time uh, that I was about to cook my food in the microwave. Just a soup. And I was waiting for her to go back in her room because she's something's. I think she's not the way she behaves. It's like she's not completely developed here. Really, she's in her late 30s. She behaves like a toddler. Every time I go out my room, she comes out the room. She's really jumpy, really talkative. It's not right, man. Really creeping me out. The first Haitian roommate that I met here in this house on January 4th, 2024, Thursday. She never behaved that way. Carmela. Now, I was waiting for her to go back in the room. And then she said, my door's closed. She said, "Hello." Just repeats it like a robot. "Hello, sir. Hello, sir." And no, and remember, she's been living here since the week of February 7th, 2024. And I've been living here since January 4th, 2024, since Thursday. So I've been living here for what, 9 months? I've been living here for 9 months. And she's been living here for 8 months. And she addressed me as sir. And she's just keep repeating, "Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir." And then when I came out, she was just standing right there, just standing there, just pointing to the microwave, like she doesn't know better. The dopey feeling is, the way she behaved, as if she's dopey. The feeling that I'm getting as if she's dopey, like she doesn't know any better. Now, remember, people that I'm talking about, how people stand out of place. The couple at the Walmart, the Hispanic couple at the Walmart, they're just standing there out of place, just keep talking to the cashier. And then as soon as the cashier asks me for money, they give him the money. All of a sudden, the couple asked me, decided to ask me to move the cart to distract me from counting the money. And and the Burlington is African young, the two young African American girls, and their father or their relatives standing behind me instead of standing with instead of the father or the relative standing with them on the same line. He's not standing with them on the line. He's having them just stand there by themselves, which I find is pretty creepy. So when I was a kid, I had spoken about this before. 1998, my mom told my aunt to take me to school 7:30 in the morning, but she took me to school 5:30 midnight morning. And I remember it was dark outside, and she knocked on the when she took me to school. She knocked at the cafeteria door, but she said no one was opening. She said she couldn't hear anyone. She said, "Let's go to the front of the school." The security guard opened the door, and she said to me, "If I know where my class is located at." I said, "Yes." She said, "Go upstairs by myself." And when I was in first grade, my teacher, Miss Ferrari, she said to me that, and also not just me and the rest of the kids in the class, that we're not supposed to be wandering, like roaming the hallways by ourselves. We're supposed to be escorted by a guardian, a teacher, or going with our partners to the bathroom or an office. Like we have like passes that security guard, she broke the. She's she's not following the policy, the school's policy. She's supposed to take me. She's supposed to escort me upstairs because the staircase is dark. Can't see anything, and the hallways, the lights are very dimmed. So I remember just before I went upstairs, my aunt and the security guard, they just stared at one another. They're staring, they just stare. I'm like, why are they staring at one another like that? It's just staring. They're just staring at one another like that. I'm like, damn, something's wrong with them. When I was a kid, I thought that something was wrong with them. They were just staring. Like, the way they behave is robotic. And when you look on the community, I used to, I'm a moderator on a different community, and I have a thread. And I talk about how the people behave robotic. And I remember going upstairs, trying to look for my class, even though I was not supposed to. And I went back downstairs. And they were standing at the same spot. I was upstairs for like 6 minutes, and they're standing in the same spot, just staring at one another. They're so out of place. Now, the Haitian lady, was it a month, at least a month or, no, it was 2 months ago. I keep going outside because she talks too much on the phone. And I would stay in front of the Link NYC Wi-Fi station, the free Wi-Fi station, because it's near to the railroad. I would just go on my smartphone there, stand there to get some uh, fresh air from this house and to actually have a healthier mind because this lady here is toxic. Now I remember coming back and she just came out the house and she just started standing there like this, just staring into space. I'm looking at her from a distance. Is that the lady? She's just staring into space. Like weird. It's like she's waiting for a task, like someone. She's waiting for someone to give her an update, like information, right? A task, like trying to assign her a duty to behave a certain way, like her behavior is scheduled. And I'm saying to myself, wow, this program put me here for her to behave this way towards me. Everything I do in this house, every time I go outside, she's there at the right time. Like for another example, I went outside to go shopping, and then I came back, and she's sitting down, and she said, she speaks Creole, but she's Haitian, very not really fluent in English. Key, key, key. Door close. Doors close. Door close. Please open door. Please door close. Please open door. Like, please. So I opened the door because I of course had to open the door. I don't even know what she's talking about. The way she's afraid, the way she speaks English. Well, that's what I noticed. These are the changes that I notice in my environment. So it shows that the program is making significant changes to my environment. It was Camilla, the first lady that I met on January 4th, 2024 in this house. And this place was clean. She kept the place clean. The bathroom clean, everything's clean. It smells nice. As soon as she left, May 7th, 2024, everything just went downhill with this house. horrible. The bathroom is moldy. And then when I clean it, I cleaned the bathroom, and I'm the only one cleaning it. And then it's back dirty again within a few days, within 2 or 3 days. Clorox, Bristol. I'm using everything to clean the toilet and the tub. You know, just messing up everything, breaking up the drainage, putting hair all over the place. It got worse. The environment got worse. And my father and his friend, which is a lady, her name is Tracy, she said, I'm telling them about my environment. And like, you know, get the heck out of there. Go get a job. Since you got your bachelor's degree, go get a job and get the heck out of there. I need to see them no more. Like, you don't know how much a job pays. And you need to have a certain amount of paychecks before I need to have a certain amount of paychecks, right? To show as proof that I can keep up someone's rent. Just having 2 paychecks not enough. I need at least 4 or 5 or 6 paychecks to prove this place turned out to be hell. And I'm trying to do grad school. And it's really a lot. The timing. It's not that I'm not. It's not. It's not that I don't know how to do the work. It's that I just don't have enough time to do the work. And some of the teacher materials are not clear. But even though I'm getting them correct, they say that I'm doing good. Anyway, thank you for watching. And there would be updates about my grad school because I don't know if I would continue. I like funding and timing. I like funding and timing to keep up with grad school. I don't know because right now I got an F in my statistics class because the professor due date is not really clear. It's quite confusing. I didn't know that the due date was. Now I have an F for that class, another class I have a B, and another class I have an A. Never had this problem, but yeah, not just my environment got worse. Also, the school got worse. But yeah, when it comes to learning, everything's okay. It's just timing. Thank you for watching my video.